Music mean the world to me. It's just another way for me to express myself without people judging me. And they can relate to it with a beat and a melody behind everything. Music definitely mean the world to me though, most definitely.
Nigga, my mama with the shit, and my daddy is a hustler. My brother's in the field, what makes you think that you can fuck with us? Take the mask off, let them see me, I don't give a fuck. Take the mask off, let them see me, I don't give a fuck. My mama with the shit, and my daddy is a hustler. My brother's in the field, what makes you think that you can fuck with us? Take the mask off, let them see me, I don't give a fuck. Take the mask off, let them see me, I don't give a fuck.
Goonie Gang Melo, Melo to be short, from the itty bitty city by the water, Seaside, California. Growing up in Seaside, I wouldn't change none of it for the world. It was good for the most part. There was a lot of stuff that we shouldn't have not seen or should not have gone through at a young age. Not just me and my brother, but the rest of my siblings in general, my whole family. Like not knowing if we're gonna eat this night, not knowing if we're gonna wake up the next morning and everything's just gonna be perfectly fine and dandy. You know, I seen a lot of people on drugs. Our house ended up getting shot up, what caused us to be homeless for a year and a half. I was in the house, you feel me, in Seaside. And it was a 1-bedroom apartment. And for some reason, everybody was there that day. We were doing regular kid stuff, you know, playing video games, you feel me, cooking, real family stuff. And then all I can remember is somebody had shot through my window, you feel me, hit my cousin 7 times, pierced his lung. He had got shot, dove into the heater. We run up on him, and you know, he's wheezing, his eyes roll in the back of his head, and I'm grabbing him. We putting pressure on the bullets, you know, to try to keep my man's alive. But he telling us he ain't think he gonna make it, and all that, you know, really hurt my soul to really see somebody almost die in my hands. But luckily, by the grace of God, the ambulance had came just right on time and saved his life.
One of my friends got shot 3 times. Melo's mom got shot in the foot, and I got shot in the arm. I actually had like 9 kids at the house at that time. And there was a lot of tensions, racial tensions back home in Seaside.
We couldn't really wiggle like how we wanted to, you feel me? So we was living in cars, house hopping, hotel hopping, motel hopping, you know, just trying to get by.
Raising my kids in Seaside. Damn, man, that shit fucked up. I don't even like thinking about this shit, dog. That shit fucked up. Back home in Seaside, a lot of people know us because of our family ties. But my little shortcomings kind of hindered that. And my health was one of the biggest decisions of me making him leave from Seaside.
My dad had made a power move, moved us up to Seattle.
My brother, Marv, called me and we had talked, and he knew our situation with my health, and he was like, send him out here.
When his dad sent Melo and his little sister up here, really, the kids always been part of my life. So I didn't really think too much of it. I just thought that, hey, I'm just gonna step up for a little bit while everything back home gets situated.
You know, living in Seattle was kind of, you feel me, it was hard for me because, you know, you miss home, you know, you miss the hood, you miss all your real friends, your day ones, you feel me, all that. That's what led my brother to come back to Seaside after he graduated high school, and he moved back down to California. And he was doing his thing, you feel me? He moved out the house when he was 18, did what he was supposed to do. And then, you know, going back to Seaside though, people hating, you know, all the other stuff. So, you know, current, you know, events lead up to, you feel me, more tragic events. So, you know, he ended up getting incarcerated.
With my son, Kamarion's older brother, Momo, with his incarceration, it was devastating for myself and for the whole family. For one, he was the second oldest. For two, he was a big influence on Kamarion's life. basically, Kamarion modeled himself after Momo, and while Momo modeled himself after myself.
You know, that's my left-hand man, my best friend, you feel me, my ace, whatever you want to call it. You feel me, you know, he's a big influence on my life. You know, I grew up wanting to be just like him, doing everything that he do, and, you know, just to feel some certain type of way about it, because knowing that he's locked away in the cage and I can't physically touch him no more, and the only time I get to see him is through a phone or through a glass. You feel me? It really hurts my soul. You feel me? Cause you know, that's really my dude. You feel me? I love him to death.
I recognized his talent for music when he first moved out here to Seattle from Seaside. I tried to get him and his other brother Momo to do music, singing or rapping, because I figured I'd write some raps for them. But when he came out here to Seattle, my brother was out here doing music.
One of my homeboys took him to the studio. He was like, look at this, I just did a song. And I was like, okay, yeah. Like this is real dope. It was one of my favorite memories of him.
Music was in his bones.
I always grew up around music. I was always around music. My mama, she sang. My grandma, she was in the church. My cousin, he played the drums at the church. My dad, he a rapper. My brother, he rap. My other brother, he rap. So it was almost like, you feel me, I was made for music. I grew up all around it.
What I expected from him was nothing but greatness. It got to be everything, you know what I mean? The way where he come from nothing. So he worked hard for everything. That's what I expected from him. When it come down to school, music, sports, athletic, that's what I ever expected from him. And he delivered, straight up. One of my first favorite memories of Melo is when he got into playing sports. I didn't really expect a lot from him his first year because I was focused on his big brother, Momo. And when his coach told me that he was the starting quarterback, and I laughed and I was like, who is the starting quarterback? And he was like, Kamarion. And I was like, and I laughed. But that's one of my first and fondest memories of him.
My hope for Melo's music is to really just for him to go out there and have fun with it, and as many people as can hear it. That's my only real hope, is that he continue to do it with a lot of joy in his heart instead of trying to make it into something. Just do it out of pure love. That's the only real hope I got for it.
I just want them to feel me. Like, I'd rather have 0 fans, but they feel every word, every lyric I spit, rather than having 1 million fans in the world and don't understand them, or they can't come from where I come from and none of my lyrics. I just want everybody to feel me and know that it's coming from a genuine place.
Gon' remember me, death to my enemies, Bay Blaze, let it rip. It sound like melodies, I'm marrying these pussies.
I say the influence of his music comes from a lot of things. Life, watching his dad, his brothers, me, really just from real life. If you look at everything he rap about, how he rap, you can hear a little bit of all of us in it.
R.I.P. to the soldiers that ain't never fall. Crack them gates for them demons that ain't never told. I keep the heat in the streets cause the nights is cold. We roll running with my niggas and we
I'm not gonna lie, man, the Shark-Infested Waters, when it came out, I was real proud, you know. I didn't know it was gonna come out like it did, and when it did, like, just real joy came in.
And the Shark-Infested Waters, the name came from an album one of my dad's a long time ago. It was one of these songs on the album called Shark-Infested Waters. And in the hood, that was like a hood classic. Everybody from the hood know that song. They love that song to death. I just feel like if I keep pushing with this music stuff, you feel me, end up getting big, I can move my family out the struggle. We can be eating good, steak and lobster, you feel me?
Nigga, my mama with the shit, and my daddy is a hustler. My brother's in the field, what makes you think that you could fuck with us? Take the mask off, let them see me, I don't give a fuck. My niggas get the trippin', get you leaning like a double cut. Fuck a snitch, born into this shit, never fold. Nigga, 4/5, turn a hot boy into a cold nigga. Young goon, but I got the soul of a old nigga. Kick though and drop everything to the flow. Nigga, hard-headed, niggas say I grew up too fast. I grew up broke though, I had to choose school or the bag. I picked both though, so now I'm moving smooth through the class. Now niggas mad cause they boo, getting blue from the back. I'm a goon, sliding silence when niggas get to riding, never snooze. Niggas hiding when goonies get to sliding, moving smooth. Suckers dying and mamas get to crying, change the mood. We causing riots when bullets get to